On the line, a hit lands like a sledgehammer. A giant moray eel worth $1.2 million is thrashing wildly beneath the icy water. From the darkness, a shark, the ocean's killer, charges in, ripping and tearing at every hard-won pull, trying to steal the eel from the fishermen. This isn't just a catch, it's a life-or-death struggle between man and the sea. Can they take it back from those razor-sharp teeth?
Down the wall, the ocean shifts from color to pressure. Quiet, massive, and unforgiving.
This is where the reef ends, and the deep starts setting traps.
Beauty here isn't decoration, it's cover for predators that don't miss.
The deeper the frame goes, the more the ocean feels like it's closing in.
Here we see a rare event, a feeding aggregation of giant morays moving through the reef in search of their next meal.
Here we see the thick moray sliding effortlessly over the rocks, its powerful body perfectly adapted to this environment.
Up close, you can feel why reef fish learn to fear holes in the rock.
Slipping through the rubble field, the morays begin their encirclement. The baitfish school tightly, but their defenses are weakening against the coordinated attack.
The massive moray issues a sharp warning. This spectacular display of teeth ensures the smaller...
Then the deep sends in another hunter. Tentacles, speed, and cold intelligence.
One look from that eye, and you know it's measuring everything, including the morays. First contact, teeth on tentacle, and the calm turns violent.
The squid makes one fast move, then backs off. Even it knows those holes belong to teeth.
A moray doesn't slap. It locks on and tries to turn muscle into surrender.
Ink doesn't look cinematic down here, it looks like smoke in water, and it buys the squid a few seconds.
Nobody wins. Both sides just reset, waiting for the next mistake.
In the end, the rocks favor the morays. Steal, hide, and hold.
Even allies turn on each other when the food is worth the bite.
The tentacles vanish first, but the danger stays in the holes.
The largest moray leads a slow retreat, disappearing along the wall into the darker blue, a silhouette fading naturally into the deep. Between battles, the reef pretends it's peaceful, until the next predator arrives.
Tiny lives cling to tiny shelter, while giants patrol below.
Some threats don't chase you. They wait for you to step wrong.
Not everything down here fights. Some simply survive with patience. When the light dies, the hunt doesn't. Only the rules change.
Before the hunt even starts, the ship has to survive the surface, wave after wave, mile after mile.
Finding morays isn't luck. It's reading depth, structure, and hunger.
For an eel that bites steel, the gear has to bite back.
A warm cup buys a minute of calm before the deck takes it back.
At night, the sea hides everything except risk.
Before the line goes down, they make sure the machine is ready to fight.
Live bait is the spark, because morays don't respect weak invitations.
Every knot is a decision. Fail here, and the eel wins later.
Hook after hook disappears, questions thrown into the deep.
Down at the rocks, the bait hangs like a heartbeat in the dark.
Small, bright, and fragile, right above a place where teeth rule.
Some killers don't chase. They wait until you forget they exist.
For a second, the reef looks peaceful. Then the bait pulls everything back to reality.
Every bounce is a signal. Something down there is testing the line.
A moray doesn't rush the bait. It studies it like a trap. Those teeth aren't a warning. They're a promise. Air hooked clean, and it immediately tries to disappear into stone. A moray fights like a chain. Coil, torque, and pure stubborn muscle.
On deck, it feels like the line is tied to the seabed itself.
This is the grind. Pull, brace, recover, and never give the eel slack.
It's not trying to run, it's trying to break the connection.
Every link is a failure point, so they watch it like a countdown.
The deeper you pull it from, the wilder it gets.
The ocean is throwing punches, and they're hauling through every one.
When it hits the surface, you realize it's not a fish, it's a living cable.
That hook is the only link left, and the moray is trying to rip it out with pure teeth and torque.
At the surface, it turns into a storm of muscle and spray.
They can't grab it. One bite could end the day. So they land the moray with reach, timing, and nerve.
On deck, it's pure chaos, muscle on steel, and one mistake away from a bite.
Night makes every wave feel bigger, because you can't see the next one coming.
They keep pulling, because the moment you relax, the moray steals the line back.
It comes up like a whip, trying to shake free before the lift.
Heavy line, heavy sea, heavy breathing. This is what earning looks like.
One bad timing, and it's either gone, or someone gets hurt.
The worst timing. Teeth show up right when they're about to win.
Now it's a race. Crew versus shark, seconds at a time.
The shark doesn't negotiate, it commits.
You can feel it coming, like a freight train under the water.
One clean lift, right now, before the shark turns this into a loss.
The shark doesn't just hit it, he locks his jaws, snaps the line, and swims away with the whole monster.
A snap line is a weapon. Nobody wants to be in its path.
The fibers tell the story. Too much shock, too much tooth.
The moray is gone, so now they save what gear they can.
That wasn't just a lost catch, and this was the sea reminding them who's in charge.
No time to mourn. Rebuild the line before the opportunity disappears.
After a shark strike, every step gets double-checked.
They send the hooks back down because quitting isn't an option out here.
In the dark, they work by routine, because routine keeps you alive.
Drifting silently above the abyss, the sea nettle pulses with a gentle rhythm, a master of the open ocean.
This time, they want strength that doesn't flinch.
A laugh helps, but the memory of that snap stays in the room.
Another signal, something down there took the bait again. Second chance, same ocean, same danger, and no mercy.
They upgrade the bait because the next moray has to be worth the risk.
Down it goes. One more invitation into a world of teeth.
The hook rests at the doorstep of the holes, where morays breathe and wait.
This one looks like it owns the ledge, and it acts like it.
Hooked, then it turns into living torque, trying to twist itself back into the rocks.
After the shark, every pull is controlled. One clean stance, one clean haul, and zero room for mistakes.
It's trying to cut the line on rock like a saw blade.
They're not just hauling fish, they're managing failure under pressure.
Back at the surface, still furious, still dangerous, still fighting.
A moray's bite is the last thing anyone wants, so they land it with reach, not hands. That lift is pure timing. Miss it, and the sea steals it again.
Finally, on deck, still alive, still angry, and they get it into the tank before it can bite.
After sharks and storms, this pile is proof they didn't break first.
For 1 minute, the fear fades, and the crew finally gets to smile.
Now it's precision, clean handling, clean surfaces, and no wasted time.
Ice is the pause button. Without it, the payoff melts away.
The fight is over. Now the mission is keeping it perfect.
From sea to cold truck, value moves on pallets, not wishes.
This is where the ocean turns into numbers, fast, cold, and loud.
One glance decides the price, because freshness doesn't lie.
Here, the catch is no longer a creature. It's a lot number and a bid.
Weight locks the deal, every kilo remembers the fight offshore.
A handshake turns risk into cash. Finally, something solid.
From deep holes to ice beds, this is the last stop before dinner.
Presentation matters, because trust sells faster than words.
Cold chain never relaxes. Every minute costs money.
That stack is built from bruises, salt, and a shark that had almost erased the day.
They count it once, then laugh, because the real payment was surviving.
No long rest, because tomorrow's sea doesn't care about today's victory.
The ship rests for a moment, then it's ready to be thrown back into the dark.
Morning resets the ocean, like nothing happened, and everything can happen again.
The ship disappears, And somewhere below, another moray is already waiting.